How pornography damages health and how to avoid watching pornography. In recent years, the conversation around pornography has shifted from a moral or religious debate to a significant public health concern. With the advent of high-speed internet and smartphones, explicit content has become more accessible, potent, and frequent in daily life than at any other point in human history. This article explores the multi-dimensional impact of pornography on physical health, brain chemistry, and psychological well-being, followed by a comprehensive evidence-based roadmap for those seeking to break the cycle of consumption. Part 1. How pornography damages health. While often dismissed as harmless entertainment, modern neuroscience and clinical psychology suggest that frequent pornography consumption, particularly high-speed wide internet pornography, can have profound effects on human body and mind. Number 1. Neurological impact. The rewiring of the brain. The brain is the primary organ affected by pornography through a process called neuroplasticity. The brain physically changes its structure and function in response to repeated stimuli. Dopamine overload. Every time an individual views pornography, the brain releases a massive surge of dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for reward and pleasure. Unlike natural rewards, such as eating a meal or having a conversation, pornography acts as a supernormal stimulus, flooding the system with levels of dopamine that the brain was not evolved to handle. Down-regulation and tolerance. To protect itself from this flood, the brain reduces the number of dopamine receptors. This is known as down-regulation. Consequently, the individual requires more extreme or frequent content to feel the same high, leading to a numbing of pleasure for everyday activities, a state known as anhedonia. Frontal lobe erosion. Studies using MRI scans have shown that chronic pornography users may experience a decrease in gray matter volume in the prefrontal cortex. This area of the brain is responsible for executive function, impulse control, and moral judgment. When this braking system is weakened, resisting the urge to watch becomes exponentially harder. Number 2. Psychological and mental health consequences. The damage is not limited to physical structure. It extends deep into the psyche. Anxiety and depression. Research consistently links problematic pornography use with increased rates of social anxiety and clinical depression. The crash following a dopamine spike often leaves users feeling empty, lonely, and lethargic. The shame-stress cycle. Many users experience ego-dystonic behavior, doing something that goes against their own values. This creates a cycle of intense guilt and shame, which ironically triggers more stress, leading the user back to pornography as a coping mechanism. Cognitive distortion. Pornography often presents a distorted view of reality, consent, and body types. Over time, this can lead to cognitive dissonance, where a person's internal moral compass clashes with the imaginary with the imagery they consume, resulting in decreased self-esteem and identity confusion. Number 3. Sexual health and physical dysfunction. Perhaps the most ironic impact of pornography is that it can damage the very sexual health it mimics. Porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Many young physically healthy men are reporting erectile difficulties with real-life partners despite being able to perform while watching porn. This is often a result of the brain being conditioned to respond only to high-intensity visual stimuli rather than physical intimacy. Delayed ejaculation. Overstimulation can lead to a physical desensitization, making it difficult to reach climax during natural sexual encounters. Distorted body image. For both men and women, the unrealistic perfection in pornography leads to dissatisfaction with their own bodies and their partner's bodies, reducing overall sexual satisfaction. Part 2. Strategies to stop watching pornography. Breaking a pornography habit is not a matter of willpower alone. It is a process of retraining the brain and healing the nervous system. Number 1. Identify and disrupt the cycle of use. Addiction often follows a predictable pattern: trigger, urge, act, shame. Environmental triggers. Do you watch when you are alone in your room with your laptop, when you are in bed with your phone? Emotional triggers. Many people use porn to medicate emotions. Common triggers are captured by the acronym HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Action. Change your environment. If your phone is the trigger, leave it in another room at night. If boredom is the trigger, schedule your evenings with hobbies. Number 2. Implement digital hygiene. The brain cannot crave what it cannot see. Reducing visual friction is essential. Install blockers. Use software like Cold Turkey, Freedom, or built-in operating system restrictions to block adult sites. Social media audit. Unfollow accounts on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok that serve as soft core triggers. Accountability. Use apps that send a report of your browsing history to a trusted friend or partner. This social friction is a powerful deterrent. Number 3. The 90-day reboot concept. The brain needs time to heal. In many recovery communities, a 90-day reboot is recommended. This is a period of total abstinence from pornography to allow dopamine receptors to upregulate, return to normal sensitivity. Days 1 to 14. The hardest phase. Expect irritability and intense cravings. Days 15 to 40. The flat line. You may experience a total lack of libido or low mood as the brain recalibrates. This is a sign of healing. Days 41 to 90. Gradual return of natural energy, improved focus, and better social confidence. Number 4. Replace the habit with high-value activities. A habit cannot simply be deleted. It must be replaced. To satisfy the brain's need for dopamine, engage in activities that provide slow-release dopamine. Physical exercise. Weightlifting or running releases endorphins and helps repair the prefrontal cortex. Social connection, real world interaction releases oxytocin, which counteracts the isolation of pornography. Skill acquisition, learning a language or an instrument provides a sense of mastery and earned dopamine. Number 5. Professional and community support. If the habit feels unbreakable, do not hesitate to seek help. Cognitive behavioral therapy. A therapist can help you identify the underlying trauma or stress driving the addiction. Support groups. Groups like Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous or online forums provide a community of people who understand the struggle without judgment. Conclusion. Pornography's impact on health is a silent epidemic, affecting the brain's reward circuitry, emotional stability, and physical intimacy. However, because of the brain's incredible capacity for neuroplasticity, the damage is not permanent. By understanding the biological mechanics of the habit and implementing a structured plan for recovery, individuals can reclaim their focus, their health, and their relationships. Thank you.